We're going to try to fashion a strategy to sue for slavery reparations in this country, bring a lawsuit. It's not the most popular thing everywhere, but that's not the test. The test is slavery was wrong. The government sanctioned and benefited from it. You can't have, 200 or 300 years of free labor built to help build the country. When you go to Washington, you look at those monuments like the Washington Monument, built by slaves. Nobody ever got any compensation for that. You got to look at it realistically, I think. So I think these are new challenges we have to face.
Johnny will never retire.
It's a journey to justice.
OJ Simpson in a knit cap from 2 blocks away is still OJ Simpson. It's no disguise. It's no disguise. It makes no sense. It doesn't fit. If it doesn't fit, you must acquit.
Johnnie Cochran cemented his place in legal history. But who was the man behind the legend? Was he just a slick defense attorney who got OJ Simpson off? Or was he something more? Let's break it down. Born in 1937 in Shreveport, Louisiana. But his family soon moved to Los Angeles, where he grew up in a middle-class black household. Unlike many lawyers who take the straight Ivy League path, Cochran built his career from the ground up, determined to fight for justice, especially for those who couldn't afford high-powered attorneys. But early in his career, Cochran didn't start as a defense lawyer for celebrities. He made a name for himself fighting police brutality cases in the 1960s and 70s. The case that made him a superstar. Fast forward to 1994, the OJ Simpson trial, one of the most controversial and polarizing cases in American history. By the time Cochran took over as lead attorney, the prosecution thought they had OJ concerned. But Cochran, he turned the case on his head. With his charisma, courtroom presence, and ability to connect with the jury, he turned the trial into a battle over race, police misconduct, and the American justice system. And then came the moment that changed everything. They found OJ Simpson not guilty. Some called Cochran a hero, others called him a villain. Either way, he changed the game. I'm going to go over the highlights of Johnnie Cochran's career. The real one that I like is the activist work he did with the water pollution of Anniston, Alabama. They filed a lawsuit, a class action lawsuit on Monsanto Chemical. It knowingly dumped PCBs into the local water supply for decades. These chemicals cause sickness, cancer. Johnnie Cochran, went to court with the United States and with these companies, and he secured the largest settlement of about $300 million from Monsanto, Alicia, and Pfizer, and a couple of other firms. But Pfizer is the biggest one that we need to definitely take note of. I've been a water treatment specialist for a decade, helping homeowners with taking chemicals or impurities or certain hardness out of your water so you don't have the damage in your home. So I'm going to leave my number in the description. Y'all can contact me. I give factory direct equipment. Okay, so I make everything affordable.
I was born in Shreveport, Louisiana, where all your friends were black and everybody was Baptist, and your food was fried. We weren't rich in material things, but we were rich in like love and things like that really counted. I said to Mom, I really would like to be a lawyer. That's what I really think I can do. I think that's really my calling. If I can represent people, if I can speak out for somebody, if I can stand up for someone and advocate for them. And this is I was like 12 years old. My father said, I'm moving my family to California. And that was the best thing ever happened to me. Not that I don't like Louisiana, but the opportunities were such that once I got here, I could do more with the educational system. It's about education, and they stress that in order for you to be all that you can be, you got to have education. Because my parents always said to us that knowledge is power. Not power to control others, but power to control your own destiny. My mother would always say that it's the one thing that no one can take away from you. I remember May 17, 1954, like it was yesterday.
I think the segregation decision of 1954 probably did more than anything else to awaken the Negro from his apathy to demanding his right to equality.
And to see this man who had used the law to change society, I knew then, he was my hero, and I knew from that point on, not only do I want to be a lawyer, I want to be a lawyer like Thurgood Marshall. Absolutely inspired me, absolutely. They wanted to win on the other side. They would do things to win, and I would see this. It was about winning. And the prosecutor's job is not just to win, it's to do justice. So I learned early on what you were up against, what you were fighting. That prepared me for battles to come.
Have I been true to my oath? Did I do the right thing?
My mother used to always tell me, all you're left with after a crisis is your conduct during it. I think that all things are possible if you believe in God and put God first in your life.
Bail will be set at $25,000.
My proudest moment as a lawyer was June 10th, 1997. The day that Geronimo Pratt walked out of court there in Orange County and really out of jail, a free man, after being incarcerated for 27 years. He'd been incarcerated 27 years. He's a marvelous individual, and it was an honor and a privilege to represent him. He started out as a client. He became more than a client. He became a friend, and he became a brother. Family, I have a remarkable family. It's very, very supportive. But in the law, I have a wonderful family. I have some partners who are dedicated to making a difference. They're prepared to work hard. It's not just about money anymore. It's about hard work. It's about trying to make a difference. It's about us trying to do things that were never done before.
Let me know what y'all think about this, man. I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace and love.
You are totally dependent on other people to take care of your needs because you don't have those roots sunk into the ground. To have a community, you must have three things to have a community in it. You must have a wholly independent economic structure that can provide goods, service, products, and things for your own people, and jobs and tax bases for your own people. You should at least control four basic things. You should be trying to control water, food, medicine, and energy to be able to survive.
Here we got Mr. Pollock. He had a cornfield. He took advantage of a free water test from us, and this is what we found in this water. We found sulfur, we found hardness, and we solved these problems with an easy fix of 2 tanks. So get your free water test today. Stay blessed. Click the link below.
To have a community, you must have three things to have a community in it. You must have a wholly independent economic structure that can provide goods, service, products, and things for your own people, and jobs and tax bases for your own people. You should at least control four basic things. You should be trying to control water, food, medicine, and energy to be able to survive and compete.